Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tosin for those that are new here. And in today's video, as you could have seen from the title, I'm going to be talking about 5 ways in which motherhood has changed me. Things that I've noticed, well, for myself personally. And yeah, and my last video on YouTube was 2 weeks ago, and the reason for the short what would I call it, break, is because you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, my wrist has been hurting me so much, and I think now it's just getting a lot better because I just got a wrist brace that I wear on my wrist. I'll try and insert a picture here as well. A wrist brace, and it's been so challenging typing, editing, like using my phone. So I just decided to just take some time, just take a break, literally. So that's what I did. So anyway, I'm back now. So if you'd like to know more about this topic, definitely keep watching. So the first thing I would say I noticed is I think I have more empathy towards women and just people in general. That's not like as if I didn't have empathy before. I wasn't a nice person, or I didn't empathize with people, for lack of a better word. But I noticed that, since I had a really it's just opened my eyes to just empathize with people. If I hear maybe someone is pregnant, my heart goes out to them. I find myself praying for them. I'm calling them up. I used to do that before, but just because now I've lived that reality, I'm able to relate with the person's groanings or their struggles or even just their joys, things that would not, that let me say when I was pregnant and I tell maybe one of my single friends and I say maybe oh, I just got this really cute onesie, and she'll be like, okay, they don't have the same level of excitement. But now if my pregnant friend, because I have one friend that is expecting, and if she tells me, oh, I'm so excited, I can relate, I just have more empathy. I can relate more with the reality of being pregnant and being a mom. And also I find that I'm more caring. So I would say this is also maybe number 2 and number 1 together. Like my friends that have kids, before when I call them up, I'll just be like, hey, what's up, how are you doing, how's family, and that's it. But now I'm more interested, oh, how is this person doing? Let me say the son's name is Tosin. I say, oh, how is Tosin doing? Or the daughter's name is Kelly. I'll say, oh, how is Kelly doing? Is she good? I'm more interested in the well-being of their offspring. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's one way I know that I've really changed. That I have more empathy and I'm more caring. Another way is, let me say I hear that maybe someone loses their child and move to tears because I'm like, oh my God, how it's, we don't want praise for the expectations to be cut short, or if you're pregnant and then you lose your baby. I just imagine the way we went to the hospital and how we shopped for the baby, we bought so many things. I imagine coming back home without a baby, God forbid. But just, it's so heartbreaking. So when I hear that maybe the mother died during labor or the baby died, or I just start to weep because I'm just like, oh, it's so heartbreaking. The other day I think I saw one celebrity, I think Krista Teigen, she lost her baby, and my heart just broke. I couldn't even read the full article. I was just like, oh, I don't want to see this. So I know that first things first, I have more empathy. Number 2 is I have an innate desire to be successful. I don't know. Normally I'm very go. I'm very productive. I work hard. I try to earn. I'm always thinking. But now it's 2.0 because I want to give my child the possible best that money can afford, as in the possible best. Obviously I don't mean for vain things. I even mean there's some, poverty denies you of opportunities, and that's just the truth. So I don't want to be in a situation where maybe I'm supposed to enroll my child to maybe swimming class, but because I'm not able to afford it, or because myself and my husband are not able to afford it, she doesn't have that life skill. Or maybe I want my child to be multilingual and I'm not able to pay for extra French lessons or Spanish lessons. I never want to be in that position. So I found out that I'm only now like this. My brain is on overdrive. What's the next way to make more income? How can I improve my productivity? What can I, take away from my own responsibility that I make more strategic decisions if I'm going to hire new staff? I just find out that my brain is always on. If you're not giving me money, I beg, buy. And even that even comes with influencing as well. Maybe before I was very, very, oh, it's okay, but now give me my money, give me my money, give me my money. That's the way I'm thinking now. So I find out that since I had this baby, I don't know if it's that mother instinct of provision, although thanks to the glory of God I have a husband. I just can't imagine if maybe I was a single mom or something. But I have a husband, and I know that obviously it's joint, efforts, but still my brain is always on overdrive for money. So that's number 2. Now, number 3 way that I found out that my life has changed is my prayer life has changed so much, in the sense of if you watch my previous video, I would say I had a really good prayer life, and I still have. It's just that obviously now that I have a child, my prayer points have now, would I say, evolved, or is now more encompassing. So let's say before I'm praying for myself, I'm praying for my husband, I'm praying for my family, I'm praying for my church, I'm praying for the world at large. Now I'm praying for my child, I'm praying for my friends' children. I'm praying for, you know, every good virtue that I want to see in my child. I'm also praying it for my loved ones as well, like their own children, like the new infants. I'm praying, like, you know, they will love God so much that they would evangelize, they will always be confident in the things of God. So I know that my prayer life has changed. And even when I want to become, I want to be, let me say, lazy, I'll be like, oh, I'll just pray for 1 minute or 30 minutes. I'm just like, there's just so much to pray about. So yeah, my prayer life has really changed, and it's changed for the better. So I think that's also a positive. Another way that I know, actually, I think this is number 4 now, is that I find out that I'm more careful. I know the human side of me wants to say paranoid, but I'm not paranoid, just more careful. Like, if, let me say, my baby, I put her maybe on the bed and I quickly want to pee in the bathroom, and maybe I'm just so careful. I look up around, I make sure that the pillows are well, no blanket is over her head. I pee on time, I come back, as in I'm so careful. You guys, I have 2 security cameras in my house. If, let me even say, I leave her with her dad and I maybe go to the city center, I'm logged in, I'm checking, please, have you changed the diaper? Have you, as I'm calling through the camera, because the security camera I have, you can speak through your phone and the person who at home will hear what you're saying. And then I'll be like, Bayo, I'll call my husband, have you changed her diaper? I'll be like, to say, I've changed her diaper. I'll say, hey, have you fed her? Have you done this? Like, I found out that I'm so, like, helicopter. But you can't blame me. This is my first child, and maybe in a few years, maybe I'll relax. So I find out that, yes, I am more careful. Like, I don't want anything to happen to her. Even for my character as well, like, I try not to, not like I use bad words or I swear, but I try not to, you know, shout. Like, maybe I'm talking to my staff and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know, borderline, and maybe I want to say, why are you acting stupid? Like, I think about it twice. I'm like, just saying, you know, you don't want your children to pick up bad habits. And this is me just being honest, you know. Naturally, I don't use swear words, but I'm just saying that, you know, even my daily conversations with people, I'm just more careful, because now I get it when people say that maybe people that used to take drugs and they're like, oh, since they had their child, their children, they became clean. I don't take drugs. I don't have any of those vices. But I'm just saying, even in my day-to-day living, you know, I try just to be just a more grounded person, just a better person. I use better words. I'm just more better. So better. Yeah? So that's number 4. Okay, so number 5 thing now is that I'm less spontaneous. I have to be like, I'm a better planner. So normally, let me say before, if let me say I just have an idea or I need to stock goods for my store, I just, you know, leave the house. I go to enter the bus. I'm in the city center. Now I have to plan my week more carefully. I'm like, okay, so I have to check my husband's calendar, because we share a calendar. I'll be like, okay, what day is it busy? What days does he have meetings? And then I'm able to, I just put like Google reminder. We have maybe Arire's immunization today. You plan your life around it. Like, I plan more. Even when my friends are like, oh, Tosin, we should do lunch, I'll be like, I'll check my calendar. Because before that, I could just say, oh yeah, tomorrow afternoon. I'll check my calendar. I can't just leave my baby, you know. Before, as I said, with a big bag me, I just carry my bag and I'm off to the streets. But now, you have to be more like careful. I have to plan more. So that's another way in which my life has changed since I had the baby. Then I would say another way my life has changed also is just maybe general, like my home. Like, I'm naturally an organized person. I am not a dirty person. I'm organized. I like to keep things being clean. I keep things clean. But now, because now I have a baby, I want to ensure that everything, I'm sterilizing her bottles, obviously, you know, you have to. But like, I'm very meticulous. If I have a pacifier, I make sure I sterilize it, I rinse it, I make sure the house is in order. If I have one free time like this, I've gone to fold all my clothes off the bed. I've cleaned the kitchen. I don't want flies. I don't want anything, because my living room has like 2 French doors. I don't want any flies coming into my house because of smell of diaper. I don't want anything like that. So I'm extra clean. I'm extra, like, if you knew me before and you think that Tosin, you are clean, I'm 2.0 now. I'm very organized. So that's another way I know that, you know, motherhood has really changed me. Another way in which I'm sure I know that motherhood has changed me is the fact that I think from a work, what would I say, maybe lifelong plan perspective. You know, the other day I went to the bank to open an account for my daughter so I can be paying money inside every month, and I was just asking about like life insurance options, what are the things that I need to do, next of kin. And normally before I got married, I think on all my documents, my work documents, everything was, I think, one of my brother, I think it was my immediate brother. Then when I got married, anything I did after that was my husband. Now that I have my baby, like everything is like, okay, I need to put my daughter's name on this, I need to put my daughter's name on that. I'm just thinking like, see, not like you can set your child up, for good, but see, you just want to ensure that the challenges that you had, your children don't have, or even the benefits that you had. There's some things that, to the glory of God, I'm enjoying now because of the great decisions that my parents made. I don't want my child not to have that and even better. So when I look at my life, I'll be like, okay, the reason why you're not struggling is this area because of what your dad did for you, what your mom did for you. Why not? For instance, let me give you a very good example. During my wedding, my mom gave me a card, like a bank card. Apparently, she bought some shares many years ago in my name, and she had been putting money inside, and she never touched that account. And we went to the bank, she changed the signature from her name to my name, and that was just so thoughtful. She could have given me when I was in uni or when I was done with uni. I mean, I got married 2017. That was literally, let me say, 6 years after graduation from undergrad. And she didn't do it. I didn't even know it existed, and then she just gave it to me. So I want to do that for my child as well. Just imagine, let me say your child is about to get married and you give her enough money to buy a house. How amazing is that, I don't subscribe to the viewpoint that your children must suffer. No, if God has paved the way for you, why do you want them to suffer to learn any, value system? She will have great value system regardless of the privileges that she has in life. So I think that in that way, I'm thinking more longevity, like investments. What can I do and put her name? I'm more keen on things like that. When I read those things, maybe online now, I zoom in, I read, I check maybe Quora. I'm looking for articles that, just like generational wealth to my child. So that's the way I'm thinking now. And that reminds me, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm having a program, or I started a visual podcast on my Instagram. It's called Conversations with Tosin, and I'll be bringing in guests periodically talking about different topics. The last one we talked about was unemployment in Nigeria. The next one we're going to talk about, I think, is this Sunday, depending on when this video goes up. I think that's October 11th. It's about investments and investment opportunities for Nigerians in diaspora and even Nigerians living in Nigeria. So definitely you want to check that out. I'll put all the details of that in the description box. Hopefully or if not, just follow me on Instagram. I'll definitely post details. I'll put my handle on the screen again. If you're not following me, make sure you're following me. Okay, yeah, so that's, I think I've mentioned about, I was going to say 5. I think I've talked about 7 ways in which motherhood has changed me. So thank you so much for watching. If you have children, just let me know in your comment box as well how you think motherhood has changed you since you had children. Especially new moms, it's very exciting to hear from you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you share. You guys, first of all, shout out to everyone that shared my old video, my previous videos. I see you. I appreciate you. We're almost at 60,000 subscribers. How exciting is that? That's just like 2 years of growth. So I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, make sure you like this video. Make sure you share this video with your friends. Tell them that go and check out this girl on YouTube. Her name is Tosin Alabi. She's very interesting. Go and check her out. So please, as I'm speaking to you, do share, like. If you're watching me on your TV, carry your phone as I'm talking to you and leave a comment under this video. All you need is a Google account to leave a comment. So thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, till next time, stay blessed. Bye bye.